There's a hole, watch your heels. All right, we're joined by head coach of Towson, Nikki Geckler, and student athletes Dominique Johnson and Siani Martin. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach G.
At this time of the year, great game at the end. You know, I give a lot of credit to William and Mary. They came out and really competed, and I think that's what March is about and the women's game is about, is at this time of the year, people don't want to go home. So there was a lot of energy, a lot of effort, a lot of fight in both teams. Very happy with my young ladies. They focused in for 44 minutes. It's good to see us kind of learn from a couple of lessons from the year. So I'm just very happy with where we are right now.
Okay, you came in as a 10 seed and going up against a 7. Clearly you're the underdog. How do you prepare for that?
You know, we focus on us. And it's funny, when we talked about our pregame talk, we really talked about us and what we needed to do and how we needed to execute our game plan for 44 minutes. So at this point in time, it really wasn't about anybody else, but about us coming out and playing our type of ball.
You're very strong defensively. You had 9 steals. You were pretty tough to go up against. Talk about your defense today.
Our defense generated our offense, and I think that was a key to today's game. We talked about keeping their key kids out of their groove, and we wanted to make them move and make them work for every shot that they took. So I think mixing up the defenses was great for us. It worked well, and our kids really focused in on that.
Okay, to end the first half, William and Mary kind of cut into your lead a little bit, but you came out strong with a big surge at halftime. What did you say to the team?
You know, we just had to play 44 minutes of basketball, and that's what it's about at this time of the year. Again, putting 40 minutes of good basketball on the floor.
All right, Dominique, you're an emotional player. What were your thoughts coming into today, and how do you think you fared?
I think our team, you know, with the tough season that we had, I think it was just like having each other's back. You guys saw today that everybody did what they're supposed to do, and I think on the defensive end, like, that proved everything.
Okay, you had 17 points. Talk about what worked for you offensively today.
My teammates, my defense, our team defense is what helped. You know, we were able to go up today in our league because of our defense. So, you know, those 17 points was just generated from our defense today.
All right, Siani, this is your first CAA tournament. Kind of what were your thoughts coming in, and how'd you think it went for you?
I was a little nervous. Coming in, I was a little nervous because I didn't know what to expect. And it's like, with me being a freshman and still learning, I didn't want to mess up. But, you know, my teammates have a lot of confidence in me. So as soon as I got on the court, it was just like Coach G always tells me, I'm not a freshman anymore. So I just went out there and I just played. Like, I just stayed aggressive on offense and defense, and that pretty much worked for me. Knocked in some free throws. So.
Okay, and Coach, you have to be pretty happy with your balanced effort offensively as well as defensively. Talk about that.
That comes from sharing the ball, and that's when a team is really on the same page at that point in time. So again, like you stated, with as many people as we had in double figures, we just shared the ball and played team basketball.
Okay, and finally, you're going to face second seed of Drexel tomorrow. How do you prepare for that?
You know, we're going to go back and kind of enjoy this right now, and again, this is what March is about, so we'll get ready for Drexel.
All right, that will do it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, sure, I'm sorry.
Coach, you lost it twice by about 15 points each time. What did you guys do differently today?
You know, we mixed up our defenses a little bit, and we couldn't allow them to get comfortable. William and Mary is a really good team. They've got some top 3-point shooters and a young lady that can kill you around the rim. So we knew that we had to mix some things up when we played them today.
Timbers, was averaging like 3 points a game. What did you do today that you hadn't been doing the last few games?
Just play with confidence. I mean, AJ's a 3-point shooter. She came out and hit her first one, and I think after that she had confidence in herself, and her teammates had confidence in her. Thank you.
You good?